the shortcoming that I found, or the difficulty that we found, is really focused around building that community that wants the blockchain. So it's fairly easy to build a blockchain. You could fork something, right? But if nobody wants it or no one's willing to use it, then there was no reason for that project to start with. This morning we've already heard from some of the panelists on the game theory of making a blockchain or a distributed ledger project functional. Usually, in our experience, you have a company or you may have a coalition come to you that says, we have an issue, we're not collaborating at all, or we're not collaborating well enough. And blockchain is something where you've created something between competitors that allow them to collaborate, but still allow them to remain as competitors. But it requires all those competitors for a moment to at least agree to join into this collaboration, to join into a new blockchain system that can help some of the parts of their economy become more efficient. And so it takes that initial yes from a ring or from a group or from an economy's like collective users, like all the sides of a supply chain or all the sides of claims processing in healthcare, or all the sides of a rebate processing in solar, for instance. All of these processes in the real world require a person or 10 or 300 to take some encrypted data and look at it, change it, or take some encrypted data, say, yes, it's all here, or take some encrypted data and say, process it. And sometimes those people should be able to see it, and sometimes they are not allowed to see it. And so mapping all of those needs is what policymakers need to do. And that's where education comes in, and so that the community can decide how it's going to build the system to work, knowing all of these nuances. And it takes a lot of community building and time, and some of these types of meetups that FinTech for Good does, to bring everyone together to sort of talk about different angles of the technology, and as it's coming together, sort of what does it do for everyone at the same time. And a lot of it's all synergistic. There's very little competition that I see so far in the industry, short of some of the very foundation building block levels. Are you going to put your IoT swarm in IOTA, or are you going to build your own thing, or are you going to use the Ethereum mainnet? There's lots of questions for new pilots and projects of sort of what their destiny may be, or what system they're going to be tied to 3 to 5 years from now.